Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 63 of the Weird Turn Pro. I'm Mo Strummel in Nashville.
And I'm Jason Winfield in Lamont, PA. Welcome back for another week of fun. So this week, as we are wont to do right now, there was a challenge, and I was driving. I had a long weekend of driving yet again. This seems to be the summer of 21 and Jason driving back and forth to Atlanta. So while I was driving in South Carolina, I got a wonderful radio station that was perfect for me. It was a classic 70s, 80s country station. And the first song that I'm going to play hit the radio, and I'm like, oh, hell yes. Let's sing about mountains.
Oh, that's where it came from.
So I'm in a rental box truck driving through South Carolina construction traffic. And when I start singing the song later, you'll get it. You'll know what I'm talking about. And so I was like, and Mo's like, well, wait a minute, let me see about that. So here we go. This is, I guess we could call it a box truck wreck today.
Yeah, we can. That'll work because I've had a really busy week trying to get the bar together. So I've probably played through each of these songs once, and one I've only actually listened to once. So because I will probably sing entirely the wrong melody, but because when you sent me the note about singing about mountains, yeah. I was like, I don't even know if I know any songs about mountains. So I had to go look a bunch of stuff up.
Well, that's how I felt about the beer of last week. So,
oh, you know songs about beer. Speaking of beer,
yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
What you got for us this week, Mo?
I'm going to start with probably what's going to be the worst song that I'm going to do. So this song, this is a Joe Walsh song that right. They did with a band called Barnstorm. The album was called, that was his band. That was the name of the band at the time. And the album was called The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. Remember that album? Yeah. So this is the best I can do with Rocky Mountain Way. Definitely acoustic version. Spent the last year Rocky Mountain Way, couldn't get much higher. Don't you think it's safe to say time to open fire? And we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. 'Cause the Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way we had. Well, he's telling us this and he's telling us that, changes it every day. Says it doesn't matter. Bases are loaded and Casey's at bat, playing it play by play. Time to change the batter. Well, we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. 'Cause the Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way we had. Spent the last year the Rocky Mountain Way, couldn't get much higher. Out to pasture, think it's safe to say, time to open fire. And we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. 'Cause the Rocky Mountain Way is better than the way we had.
Excellent. I'm going there with you.
You don't have to lie.
It was fun. Give yourself a break. I mean, there's the thing is, one of the things you have to remember.
Yeah.
But there's so much layered sound in that song, is what we know it is. So we strip that song down. It's
a good song, man. It's I originally thought he did that with James Gang, but it's Barnstorm, which was a little bit different. And actually, I think he gave everybody, Joe Vitale, he was in that band, and somebody else, but he gave everybody in the band has a writing credit on that too. So
nice, especially for as often as that song gets played.
Yeah, everybody makes a little mailbox money every week.
There you go.
Quarter on that one. Yeah,
it's gonna pay for some of those arthritis meds for those guys now.
Yeah, exactly.
No judgment, because I'm icing my leg down after I mow the lawn. So, so this is the song that inspired the Mountain Week. I'm going to butcher it, I'm sure, but this song was written by Kai Fleming and Dennis Morgan. Okay, are we familiar with who Rhonda Kai Fleming is and Dennis Morgan? They wrote several songs in the early '80s, late '70s. I'm going to show you.
Dennis Morgan doesn't sound familiar, but Rhonda does. Yeah,
Rhonda Kai Fleming. Well, they wrote a song called "Sleeping Single in a Double Bed."
Yes, I've heard that.
By this woman right there.
Oh my God!
And that is my my introduction to country music, as it were. 1978 by Getting Kissed Right Here by Barbara Mandrell, which I promptly got terribly embarrassed and went. I got my first big stage laugh.
Never should have watched your face again, dude.
But this song really took off. I started playing it, and even Heather, my wife, started singing along with me as I was singing it. This is it's going to sound a little different because it's on guitar, not piano. A little bit of Ronnie Millsap for you.
Yes.
On my way from LA back to Knoxville, I found those bright lights saying where I belong. From a phone booth in the rain, I called to tell her I've had a change of dreams, I'm coming home. But the tears filled my eyes when I found out she was gone. Smoky Mountain rain just keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. She's somewhere in that Smoky Mountain rain. Waved a diesel down outside a cafe. He said he's gone as far as Gatlinburg. I climbed up in the cab, wet, cold, and lonely. Wiped my eyes and told him about her. I've got to find her, can you make these big wheels burn? Smoky Mountain rain just keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. She's somewhere in that Smoky Mountain rain. Can't blame her for letting go. A woman needs someone warm to hold. Feel the rain running down my face. Gonna find her no matter what it takes. Smoky Mountain rain just keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. Can't keep on hurting this way. She's somewhere in that Smoky Mountain rain. Smoky Mountain rain just keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I keep on hurting this way. Somewhere in that Smoky Mountain rain.
All right.
Just driving down the road like Smoky Mountain rain.
Well, that was a huge hit for him.
Oh,
so
my God, it was
that's
enormous.
So yeah, so
Enormous.
those folks did just fine by
Oh
that
well,
song.
all of those songs. I mean, they made it
Yeah.
into this. I think they're in the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Are they?
Yeah, they're
So definitely deserving. And just so you know, I played you a really pretty outro there while you were doing that. So
well, thank you.
yes. So for the rest of you, it was beautiful. So yeah.
So that was the inspiration of this week's show. So
well, as I said, I'm a little scattered today, but I'm going to try to push through here. So I'm going to do a song that we used to do in the First Family
oh, awesome.
way back, but to be honest with you, I can't remember the verse that I used to sing. That was my verse to sing. Which
Yeah,
is
you're-
really weird. It's like the verse I can't remember. And I think Ernie must have made it up or something because I can't find the verse anywhere. So it must be an Ernie special. And I'm sure somebody who's listening will probably comment in the comments with the verse, but it'll be too late. I'll be done the song by the time I can read those. So I'm just gonna push through. So I'm gonna do a song.
You know, if you had a shot of Jameson's, it might help. No. We got a producer comment in there. We heard it. It's okay.
Yeah. So I can't remember it at all. So I'm gonna get started on this one. This is an old traditional song. A lot of different versions. Everybody's recorded it who does anything close to either a bluegrass song or a country song or
I
folk
remember
song
I
or
remember
whatever.
Grandpa Jones. That's the version that I remember.
Yeah, there you go, Grandpa Jones. So this is called Mountain Dew. Well, down the road from here, there's an old hollow tree where you lay down $1 or two. You hush up your mug, they will fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it off you. You can go around and bend, but come back again. That good old Mountain Dew. Well, way up on the hill, there's an old whiskey still that's run by a hard-working crew. You can tell if you sniff, you'll get a good whiff of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew. And them that refuse it off you. You can go around and bend if you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. Preacher came by with a tear in his eye. He said his wife had the flu. We told him he ought to give her a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew. And that refuse it off you. You can go around and bend, but you'll come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. My brother Mort is sawed off and short. He measures just 4'2". But he thinks he's a giant when they give him a pint of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, Dew, Dew. And I refuse it off you. You can go around and bend, but you'll come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. That good old Mountain Dew.
Woohoo!
There's another 20 verses, but I'll save you from that for now.
Yeah. It's like old time religion.
It is. But I had to get the religious verse in there as usual. So
Nice.
Yes.
Very good job. Good song.
Thank you.
Love the traditional stuff. I think one of the times when we first started playing together, I pulled that out as something that I could play. And I'm a big old folky. The next song is a tribute to my alma mater, not our alma mater, my alma mater. I'm shouting out to EIEIU. First famous alum, I do believe, was Burl Ives. He was from a small town just east of where I'm from, and we went to the same university.
Uh-oh.
Now, fate has it that he got
And
kicked
then he
out.
became a snow. Jones says, and then he became a snowman.
Yeah. Well, I've got the hat on. I've got the goatee. I'm pretty white as it is. My belly's not quite as there yet, but I'm getting there. I got to get the guitar sitting out like that, right? That's.
I was going to say, I don't think the word mountain actually appears in Silver and Gold. So I don't know what you're.
Yeah, how about that? So this is a song by Haywire Mac.
All right.
Hobo Haywire Mac. Harry McClintock. He claims that he wrote it in 1895 when he was a busker. It does contain verses that I will not sing that are much more obnoxious than what they are. And it is a pretty depressing song. Although when it was sung by Shirley Temple, it became a much, much happier song with a tap dance in it. And I'm not going to do that for you either.
Damn it.
And most people will know it from at least the modern audiences were reacquainted with it when the girls' choir sang it for "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Ah, okay.
So bear with me because I'm definitely not Burl Ives and I'm not a girls' choir.
Well,
I might be closer to Haywire Mac.
Okay.
But this is Big Rock Candy Mountain. One evening as the sun went down and the jungle fires were burning, Down the track came a hobo hiking. He said, "My boys, I'm turning. I'm headed for a land that's far away beside the crystal fountain. So come with me and we'll go see the Big Rock Candy Mountain. In the Big Rock Candy Mountain, there's a land that's fair and bright. Handouts grow on bushes and you sleep out every night. Where the boxcars are all empty and the sun shines every day. And the birds and the bees and the cigarette trees and the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings on the Big Rock Candy Mountain. On the Big Rock Candy Mountain, all the cops have wooden legs, and the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, and the hens lay soft-boiled eggs. And the farmers' trees are full of fruit, and the barns are full of hay. I'm bound to go where there ain't no snow, and there ain't no fall, and the winds don't blow on the Big Rock Candy Mountain. On the Big Rock Candy Mountain, you never change your socks, and the brakemen have to tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are no, the little streams of alcohol come trickling down the rocks. The brakemen tip their hats, and the railroad bulls are blind. There's a lake of stew and whiskey too, and they paddle all around them in a big canoe on the Big Rock Candy Mountain. On the Big Rock Candy Mountain, jails are made of tin. You can walk right out again as soon as you are in. There's no short-handle shovels, no axes or picks. I'm gonna stay where you sleep all day and hung the jerk who invented work on the Big Rock Candy Mountain. I'll see you all this coming fall on the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A great hobo song, huh?
Oh, it's an awesome hobo song, yeah. And you know, it's also one of those just like, it's just a fun song, and it's got a lot in there. So it got to work on your diction.
Yeah. There's, when we were doing a show called Love and Whiskey at Altoona, we recorded all the music for the show. We recorded some incidental music that I wrote, but then we went and we recorded for the pre-show and the post-show and everything. And in between, we recorded a bunch of really, they were old public domain
Right.
folk songs. You know, I thoroughly researched everything to make sure we weren't, you know,
messing with anybody
on anything. Yeah. But we put all these out, and Naomi Baker sang all these, and we released it as a CD. You can actually go listen to all these old folk songs. And Curtis Craig recorded it for us, right. and Eileen Christman plays some fiddle on some of the songs.
Oh, she's awesome.
But I, you know, it's out there. You can go listen to it. But Naomi she just knocked it out of the park, like singing these things. And you know, she's a musical theater person, so all the songs she's not just singing them, she's acting them.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You know, vocally,
you had a lot of activity going on in there too.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Like the what she did with it is amazing. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but you know, in the end, when it was done, it was really good. And
I remember when you were working on that.
Yeah. So so I would encourage anybody. But you did a great job on that, and it's not an easy song. It's a crazy song. If you do it at tempo, it's a crazy song to sing, right? It's like
yeah. Well, I lost short handle shovels and axes, saws, or picks. I think I got shovels, saws, picks.
Okay. Well, you kind of got. So let's just say you got the gist. Yeah.
I hoboed my way right through that.
I hoboed myself. All right, so I'm going to do a song that I literally have listened to one time. I'm sure I heard it before, but I gave it a hard listen, and I haven't really played it before. Joan's going to hear it for the first time, so we'll see how it goes. It was written by, let me make sure I get this right. It was written by Larry Boone and Paul Nelson. It was originally released. So this song was done by the Georges. So it was originally released by George Jones in '91, and then
Right.
George Strait did a
Strait,
version
yep.
in '96, I think. So, but it's a really, I mean, I found it. I looked up mountain songs. It came up. I thought, well, it's a George Jones and George Strait song, so it's got to be good. And Paul Nelson wrote a lot of good stuff. I have to look up Larry Boone, but this is like it's one of those songs that it's a real serious country song. I mean, it's legit. You know what I mean? It's like you listen to it and you're like, yeah, that's a country song. There's no two ways about it. So I'm going to do it. It's called King of the Mountain.
Excellent.
Whoops. I gave her that diamond she dreamed of. I bought her a home with a view. I took her to the end of the rainbow, but all I left her was blue. She never had time to love her, and now it seems time just stands still. I thought I was the king of the mountain, but I was only a fool on the hill. Now here I am alone after leaving her lonely. Lord, I'm living with a memory I know I can't kill. I thought I was the king of the mountain, but I was only a fool on the hill. Now here I am alone after leaving her alone. Lord, I'm living with a memory I know I can't kill. I thought I was the king of the mountain, but I was only a fool on the hill. Yeah, I thought I was the king of the mountain, but I was only a fool on the hill.
Excellent. That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right melody because I only listened to it once. So I may have just made up my own melody. But
Well, you've got your own version of the song, and it sounded good. Sounded good.
When I heard it, I was like, yeah, I'm doing this because it's a country song for
Yeah,
sure, man. It's like it's so good. Yeah, it's really good.
That was awesome.
So I'll go listen to it some more. I'll probably add that to my repertoire.
Yeah,
So
that's a
thanks
good
for the
song.
mountain suggestion.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This one I hadn't practiced, and I actually told you I was going to play this one instead of one that I was thinking about, because there's a really tricky chord progression in that one, and there was no way my hands were going to figure that out in the amount of time I had. I was thinking of a Gordon Lightfoot song. There's plenty of Gordon Lightfoot songs. I could take the rest of the show and just sing the Canadian Railroad Trilogy if you would like, but I don't think anybody else would like that. I'm aware, because my version is not going to be
Not
anywhere near as
likely.
good.
Not likely. Yeah.
not anywhere near as good as the original.
Not that I don't like Gordon Lightfoot. It's just, When I was in high school, there was a girl that worked at the theater where I worked, but she was a college student, so she was older than me. But she played the guitar. She would she'd bring it to work every now and then, and she would play. The only songs she would play were Cat Stevens songs. That's the only thing she ever played. It was like a one-track guitar. It was like there was nothing else in the guitar except Cat Stevens. It was unbelievable. So, but and I know when you fall in love with an artist. I mean, I've done it. You learn every song, right? You learn every song they ever write, but it won't get you far on the circuit.
No, unless you're going to
unless you're a tribute band.
Yeah, unless you're a tribute band, and that's a whole other ball of wax.
Right.
So this is one of my favorite artists, and I think at one point you had to tell me to stop learning his songs because you can't keep playing them all the time. And this is a song that you wouldn't. It's really hard to play this song in a bar because it's such a downer.
There's an opening that you should never use before you're about to play a song. Just so you know, you should never use that opening. That's just not. I don't think that's the way to go.
So this is a Jason Isbell song. It does mention mountains in it, and here we go. Traveling alone.
Mountains rough this time of year. They close the highway down. They don't want to town.
Just a second. I got to retune. We're going to have to talk for a second, Mo. Oh, he's gone.
Sorry.
I'm here.
Okay, I gotta get this guitar tuned because it's not going to work.
Well, you know what? Then I'll take this opportunity. Let's put the logo.
There you go. That's perfect.
We'll talk about the bar a little bit. So we are opening a bar here in Hermitage. It's called 12 Keys Saloon. It's actually going to be on. You know what? We should do a listener poll here, a watcher poll. So we're going to do. We're building the bar right now. In case anybody from the code office is listening, we're not building the bar right now. We're building pieces of the bar that we're going to install later. Yeah, you could take it down. So, but the bar is located on Andrew Jackson Parkway here in Hermitage, because Hermitage is named after President Andrew Jackson. I think most of Hermitage itself was his estate.
Like your filibuster.
And now there's just I'm vamping. And now there's a little piece of it. So anyway, we'll take a viewer poll here. So as we build the bar, I have the opportunity. We're doing a special thing on the bar top, which I'll share the picture maybe next show. But we are going to we're choosing the bar rail, so the thing that goes around the edge that makes it look pretty that you lean on. And so since it's Andrew Jackson Parkway, we're thinking about making it hickory. So it's either going to be hickory. Now the bar top itself is going to be pine because we're actually doing something in the bar and then we're going to stain it. And I'll show you that later. But do you think I should match the pine and do a knotty pine bar rail, or do you think I should do the hickory bar rail? Since we're on Andrew Jackson Parkway, and of course he was called Old Hickory, so that's the question. So there's your viewer poll.
Viewer poll.
So if you could put that in the comments wherever you're watching, that would be cool. It'll help us decide.
Old Hickory, yes, and the
Old
inn that he stayed at on his ride through, because he had to come through Cumberland into Pennsylvania because he rode a horse to D.C. for when he took office from Nashville. And the inn that he stayed at burned down about 8-9 years ago.
Well, and I'm also like I kind of don't want to do it because he was a dick to the Indians too, to the Native
He was
Americans.
kind of a dick overall.
Yeah, so I'm not sure I really want to glorify it. And by the way, the Knotty Pine Rail is a lot cheaper, so it would be a cheaper way to go. So we're just thinking about things, But I'll show you. We have some. I don't know. Did I show the tap pictures last week? I don't know if we did.
I don't know. Where are you?
Oh, they are.
Well, I'll show you. We can show you the walk. We're vamping a little because we're a little ahead of time. So just show them the walk-in picture. So this is no, the other one. This is in the walk-in. So they've got we're doing a long draw system in the walk-in or in the bar. So these guys they actually have added the taps on the ends of those hoses since I took this picture. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm not going to show you the tap system yet because I just took pictures today. We actually have it covered in the molding is on and everything, so it looks real pretty. So yeah. So I'll show you those next time. But yeah, we'll show you more pictures next time. But that was my vamp to get you tuned up. There we go. So it's your turn now. Let's go.
Was tough this time of year. They close the highway down. They don't want the town. I've been fighting second gear for 15 miles, so trying to beat the angry snow. I know every town worth passing through, but what good does no one do with no one to show it to? And I've grown tired of traveling alone, so tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? And I've grown tired of traveling alone, so tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? Won't you ride? Won't you ride? I quit talking to myself, listening to the radio a long time ago. Damn near strangled by my appetites in Ybor City on a Friday night. Couldn't even stand upright. So high the street girls wouldn't take my pay. Sick and meet me on a better day. She just danced away. And I've grown tired of traveling alone, so tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? I've grown tired of traveling alone, so tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? Won't you ride? Won't you ride? Pain in the outside lane, I'm tired of answering to myself. Hard like a rebuilt barn, I just don't know how much it's gotten left, how much I've got left. I've grown tired of traveling alone. So tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? I've grown tired of traveling alone. Tired of traveling alone. I've grown tired of traveling alone. Won't you ride with me? Won't you ride? Won't you ride?
Ooh,
Mesmerizing.
yeah, rough. Thank you.
No. That was good.
It's one of those
You know-
hypnotizing songs. My kids, my mother would
Yeah.
play the song for the kids when they were in the car, and it was like they would all.
They just mellow out. Yeah. No,
And the song has a kind of a personal place for me because I live in the mountains now, and they do shut down the roads, and right here a little bit, depending on where you are, and Ybor City is the historic port district in Tampa where I used to live, so it's kind of a combination of two. And I know what the street girls in Tampa are because one of the things that the students at University of South
you better
Florida
qualify that real quick.
I am.
Okay.
The students at the University of South Florida used to be able to, if we were going to pick up props or something, they would, as they were driving down the road, they would point out which ones were street girls.
I'm so glad you said the word props there because I thought you were headed down the wrong road for a second. Oh my God.
What else?
Oh my God. No, hey,
And
Jason
and
Isbell, you can play as many Jason Isbell songs as you want. I don't care. He's, the man is leading
Well, and
the way on
exactly,
on
and
getting
so
us
many
out
so
of
many
this and
different
doing-
things. Yes.
Yeah. So he's the real deal, and I'm okay with that. And you probably just made him a couple pennies by playing that on here, so
Yep.
that's cool. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, like you can put like a blanket license on Facebook so that if anybody plays your music on there, you actually make. I actually get money like from this show when I
Oh,
play
good.
my own songs. It's kind of crazy. It's like I see these I see these royalties come through, and it's like where'd that come from? And then it says Facebook. I'm like, well, that had to be me playing my song. Anyway, although a while back somebody must have used a song that I had in like a wedding video or something,
Right.
and it got like 5,000 in some plays,
Nice.
and it showed up on my ASCAP report.
Nice.
It's like holy crap, somebody put my song in their wedding video or something, or maybe it was one of my stupid songs, and it was like one of those chive videos where people fall off of buildings and stuff. Who knows what it was. All right, I'm going to move on here. I'm going to do this song was written by Steve Winwood.
Okay.
It was recorded by Blind Faith,
Okay.
who of course had Clapton and Ginger Baker were in there, and Rick Gretsch, I'm not sure how you say his last name, was on bass. But a really great Blind Faith. It's not a long song. It's a relatively short song. So you can do a really long one next to help fill the time. But this song is Blind Faith. Did they even do more than one album? I don't even know if they did more than one album together. But
Out of
then,
my
Steve
wheelhouse,
Winwood
we have Mixura here, so he might be able to answer that for us.
Yeah. And, all of those guys in that, there were a series of like ridiculous bands that came, like the Yardbirds. I mean, every great guitar player in every band probably played in the Yardbirds at some point. I mean, Jimmy Page played for the Yardbirds. I think Jeff Beck was in the Yardbirds. I think, Clapton was in the Yardbirds. I mean, all those guys played in the Yardbirds. And there are other bands like that, and this is a band that...
Just the Birds. I mean,
yeah,
they
the
had
Birds, Poco, all those bands were all bands that Rich Magzora's laughing at me, but it's true. It's like, all right. So this is Can't Find My Way. This is arranged for one guitar. Come down from your mountain and lay your body low. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting here so long. Somebody holds the key, and I'm tired of waiting, and I just ain't got the time. 'Cause I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Come down from your throne and lay your body low. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting here so long. Somebody holds the key, and I'm tired of waiting, and I just ain't got the time. 'Cause I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Yeah, I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. I said I'm wasted and I can't find my way home.
Excellent.
Wow.
So is this the
I haven't
last
played
one?
that in a long time.
Oh, good job, though. That
Uh,
sounded great.
No, I went first, didn't I? I got one more, so you got
Okay.
two more.
Okay, I got to find one then.
Wasn't this only your fourth song?
Yeah, this is my fourth song. I think I only picked four. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this one that I wasn't sure I was gonna play, and we're gonna fight through it because that's what we do.
Suddenly, we are a warring horde fighting through this.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight through this. I'm gonna fight through this because that's the wonderful thing it does.
Wow, we went to Wizard of Oz just now.
Well, I didn't go to Sound of Music, so that's
Climb every mountain, baby.
yeah. Well, I could have done that. So this is the Gordon Lightfoot song that I wasn't sure I was going to play before, and I guess I'm going to because, well, I know it a little bit.
All is well. I made my peace where highways never end. Yesterday is a memory, today is just a friend. For the mountains and Marianne are calling me again. And the red pines will bow their heads, the rivers and the watersheds will swallow up my tears. All is well. I left those cold Midwestern towns behind. There's a semi up the road ahead, I'll take him in my time. Oh, the hot-blooded mountain love is calling me again. And the vagabond within me cries, the wind, the rain, the burn my eyes, but I won't feel the pain. For the mountains and Mary Ann will meet me there as only she can do. All is well as I swing up to the border bent for hell, and the serviceman agreed that I didn't look too well. But the mountains and Mary Ann are calling out to me. Got my bedroll on my back and everything that I could pack to see me on my way. All is well. I've made my peace and man, I'm feeling fine. And the losers that I left behind, I'll think about some other time. Oh, the bordermen were all be my friends, won't find a dime. And the prairie towns go sailing by, Saskatchewan, here's mud in your eye, I'm leaving you behind. There'll be hot blood and mountain love to satisfy my soul. And the red pines will bow their heads, rivers and the watersheds will carry us along. For the mountains and Mary Ann will greet me there as only she can do. All is well. The foothills are coming into sight. Today is just a memory, the future is tonight. And the red pines will bow their heads, rivers and the watersheds will carry us along. And the mountains and Mary Ann will greet me there as only she can do. All is well.
All is well, brother. All is well.
All is well.
All is well.
I mean, it's one of those songs that as I was driving down, it was like, there's a semi up the road ahead. I mean, it was 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, cruising through.
You got to find those songs that keep you going at 2:00 in the morning. I know. It's like, I try not to drive like that anymore because I'm really old now, and so I try to plan my driving schedule during the day. But when we used to drive like that,
well,
I'd either find songs that got me going, that like Wavelength by Van Morrison. Actually, I have to be careful when I'm driving and that song comes on, because I'll look down and I'll be going 80 miles an hour because it just makes me like push the gas pedal down. And you wouldn't think that, but for some reason that song does that to me.
Yeah.
Or I would put on talk radio and put on a channel that made me really angry, because then my adrenaline would flow in the car and it would keep me awake.
That explains so much about you.
Those were my game plans. It would be like I put on conservative talk radio. Oh my God. I'd be through the roof yelling at the radio and stuff, but it kept me awake. So
especially with the flawed logic of most of that anyway. But yeah, I planned it to be that kind of a drive because I knew that it was move-in weekend here, which meant I-81 at that particular time of year. You have Virginia Tech, you have University of Virginia, you have James Madison, you have Eastern Mennonite, you have VMI, you have Washington and Lee, you have Clemson. I had to pass Clemson. I had to pass South Carolina. I had to pass Charlotte. So all of those, I planned it for evening on Saturday because I knew by that point, if their parents were there to go visit their alma mater, they were already at the bar drinking.
Yep.
And if they were dropping them off for budgetary reasons the next day, I wouldn't be in that traffic either. So
right, and that area is bad even without all the college students coming in. Yeah, it's like.
But I've been caught on that road, like football weekends. Football weekends, you just stop. Like as everybody tries to get to
which, on my way home today, Route 40 going towards Nashville, which is really weird. So Route 40 heading west, and
Yeah.
we're on the east side of Nashville. So normally you would think that there must have been an accident or something because it was a parking lot. And
Oh,
I go over it on a bridge, so I wasn't on it. I was looking down, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn, I'm glad I'm not on my way into town for something." So anyway, all right. So you're gonna get last song, and our producer, my wife Joan, who's
Yes.
sitting next to me,
Yes.
pushing all the buttons, says, "Well, he doesn't have to do a song about mountains." So I think you just got permission if you need to.
Oh no, I have the final song. I
Oh,
just
okay.
wasn't going to play the final song at that spot. So
Oh, okay.
I know
All
what
right.
I'm playing for the end. I had 4 songs. I didn't have the 5th. I added one, so I'm good.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This-
Yeah, this is my last song. All right, so I'm gonna do. I can't leave without doing a little Neil Sugar Mountain. Oh, Sugar Mountain with the barkers and colors. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. It's so noisy at the fair, but all your friends are there. And the candy floss you had, and your mother and your dad. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the barkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. There's a girl just down the aisle. Oh, to turn and see her smile. You can hear the words she wrote as you read the hidden note. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the barkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. Now you're underneath the stairs and you're giving back some glare to the people that you've met, and it's your first cigarette. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the barkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. Now you say you're leaving home 'cause you wanna be alone. Ain't it funny how it feels when you're finding it's for real? Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the barkers and the color balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon.
Awesome. I was on Sugar Mountain.
You were?
Yeah, I was hanging out there. Thank you for taking me to Sugar Mountain.
All right. Woo. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here
Awesome.
for.
Yeah, neat.
And thank you for choosing the topic this week, the mountains, and having me revisit two songs that I haven't played in a really long time.
Yeah,
So
no,
that was fun.
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was forced to learn some songs that I didn't know how to play, but were deep parts of my core and soul and what I listened to as a kid. So go
Excellent.
there. And this is one of them. And the song that I'm going to play now, we could not sing about mountains without singing this song, or at least sing a song by this artist. He is the epitome of mountains to everyone who was alive in 1972. We all heard him. We all felt it in 1997 when he fell from the sky and died. And we heard Country Boy all over the place at that point. So this is a song that I received a songbook from my wife when we were dating, probably 1998-ish. And this is probably the first time that I'm going to play the whole song through. And as I was practicing it, I got updates on how I was supposed to play it and how it was. I was getting dynamics notes on how to sing this song.
I have no problem.
Joan says she has no problem with that.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem. I didn't have a problem with either because it made me think about it. And to top that all off, I know some people know who are probably listening, but my wife and I, when we were dating in 2000, the fall of 2000, my wife and I took off as we were doing a promotional tour, and we traveled picked up all the product in Kansas City, and we drove to Detroit in March. And then through the next 9 months, we traveled from Detroit to Denver to Detroit
Oh God.
to Denver. And each time we traveled, we had other places to pick up. So I spent some time in central Nebraska. I spent some time in Colorado Springs. We had what would be probably the best vacation that any young couple could ever imagine. And she happened to be 27 at the time. So
Got it.
So this is kind of a special song for her, and I hope I do it justice.
I am sure you
This
will.
also goes out to our friend Eric, who's out there right now.
Yes, he is.
He was born in the summer of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found a key to every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on a road and hanging by a song. but the string's already broken and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, it don't last for long. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadows from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. He climbed Cathedral Mountains. He saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you could see. They say that he got crazy once and he tried to touch the sun. He lost a friend but kept the memory. Now he walks inside solitude in the forest and the stream, seeking grace with every step he takes. His sight is turned inside himself to try to understand serenity, the clear blue mountain lake, and the Colorado Rocky Mountain High. I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of the simple things you cannot comprehend. Why try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land? And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know I'd be a poorer man if I never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, and the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around the campfire and everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado.
Excellent, excellent. That's Joan is clapping in the background. Couldn't hear.
Thank you, Joan.
He was excited that you did that song, and very nice job indeed. And I can't think of a better way to end a show about
About
mountains
mountains.
than with
Yeah,
that song.
right.
Yeah, so very nice.
Well,
Nicely done.
unless we were actually all high, that would be the best way to probably end that.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
But we would have to be in Colorado at this point,
That's right.
or Oregon, or New York, or
Rose says, "Well done."
I see that.
Yep. So, folks, you have spent another hour of your life with us, and we're sorry for that. We're sorry that we kept you here that long, but we're glad you're here. But we are glad you're here, and we hope you will join us next week. We don't know what's going to happen next week yet, right? It's like
Nope.
a mystery at this point.
Everything's
right?
a mystery.
Everything's a mystery. Every day is a mystery right now. So,
Yeah.
but we will be here next week. Same weird time, same weird channel,
Same weirdos.
same weirdos. And now you can consider yourselves weirdos as well
Yes.
because you spent this hour with us. So, remember, as Hunter S. Thompson once wrote, "When the going gets weird."
The weird turned pro. Have
We'll
a great
see you all
week,
next
everybody.
week. Thanks, everybody.